Bak ne diyor Buhari'de?
In Buhari, the hadith says,
dinleri ve akılları eksik.
but this is a fake hadith, this is another true hadith. It says that women are not intelligent and they don't have a strong faith. And when people truly believe this, they think that women cannot be religious, women cannot be clever, they cannot be trusted.
Yani insanla benzemiyor gibi.
They think that women are not even like humans.
Eksik ne demek? Dini eksik bir insan nasıl bakar?
Because if you believe that a person cannot be intelligent, cannot be faithful enough, then how would you treat her? And then they go and say that Islam is a religion of peace. But on the other hand, you believe in that. How would you love women when you truly believe in those words? That's why they don't trust the women. That's why they trust to shape the women. They say they should stay at home, they should cover themselves or whatever, because they see the women as a potential threat. But they trust themselves very much because they think that they are very religious and they are very clever, but they think completely different for women. And the whole Europe, the whole USA is now seeing the dangers of radicalism. This is what they call the Islamophobia. They are afraid of the radicals, not Islam. But this, because of the radicals, they think that Islam is like this. This is an ambush. This is a plot against Islam. This is a conspiracy against Islam. Only a wild, unrefined, and uncivilized man would call women unintelligent, unfaithful people. When you say these things to women, you are calling Mary like this. You are calling Hazrat Aisha like this. And there is no exception. They say all the women are like that. They say women. If they look at women this way, just imagine how they truly think about children. And if they don't love women, they wouldn't love art. They wouldn't appreciate art, because love for women is a very important factor in the ability to produce art. Women are the most beautiful things in the world. Another fake hadith says, consult the women, but do exactly the opposite of what they say. They say if you obey the women, you'll regret it later. A fake hadith says. Another fake hadith says, if you obey your wife, you'll go to hell. They are inventing lies using the name of God. Another fake hadith says, God left women behind, so you should leave them behind.
Sahih Buhari'de, bak yine Buhari, Sahih hadis kitabı. 99 kadından biri cennette, diğerisi cehennemdedir.
99 women out of 100 will go to hell and only one will go to heaven.
Bir tane diyor. Dini eksik, aklı eksik diyorsun. Buna rağmen cennete gidiyor diyorsun. Bak 99. Kendileri sağlam oldukları için.
But those radicals, they believe that they are perfect. The men, they are perfect and they will all go to heaven, they believe that. That's why these people are so much opposed to women. They keep complaining that they are putting on makeup, they are wearing nice clothes. Actually, women should ask them for an explanation, but they are trying to do that, teach that to women.
Bak diyor ki kadınları
Another fake hadith says,
vermeyecek miktarda aç.
You should leave women hungry and also without too much clothes, but you shouldn't go to extreme, because if you keep them full and very well clothed, they would want to go out. But if they are hungry and if they don't have too much clothes, they would want to stay home. They say you should leave women hungry, so weak that they wouldn't want to go out. You should leave them so weak they wouldn't want to go out. And also they say you should give them very bad clothes so that they wouldn't want to go out with those clothes. They say, if you do that, they say if you take these humiliating precautions, then you will be able to keep them at home. This is another fake hadith, and the radicals believe that these hadiths are true, are accurate.
çok korkunç bunlar ya.
This
Allah
is horrible.
vermesin.
God
Allah
forbid.
vermesin. Üsluba bak sen. Ondan sonra da badem gibi bıyıklarıyla barıştan bahsediyor.
And then
İslam
they talk
kardeşliğinden
about love,
bahsediyor.
they talk about
Kadınlara
peace,
saygıdan
they
bahsediyor.
talk about
Gürbüz gürbüz dedeler
respecting
çıkar
women,
televizyona.
but in truth they believe in
Bunları
these
kabul ediyor o
things.
dedeler.
These are their real thoughts.
Önce o dedelere bunları bir sormak lazım. Ne diyorlar bunlara? Ey kadınlar, eğer kocalarınızın size
Another
olan
fake
haklarını
hadith says
bilseydiniz,
that women, if you knew how much you cannot deserve your husbands, you will be wiping your faces on their
sırf
feet.
kadına para veriyor,
Just
imkan
because
sağlıyor diyen
she is
kocası
providing for her.
aşağılamaya bak.
Do you see how much they are
Kadın
trying to
her türlü
humiliate
yükümlülüğü
women?
alıyor. Her türlü zoru
Women
kadının
takes
üstüne
on
alıyor.
all kinds of responsibility.
Ayağının tozuna yüz sürecek biri varsa erken gidip yüzünü
If
sürmesi
anyone
lazım.
is to wipe
Niye
his face on a feet, the man should be doing that. The man should be wiping his face on the feet of the women.
Şunlar namazı bozar. Eşek,
Another fake hadith
domuz,
says that donkey,
Yahudi,
Jews,
Mecusi ve kadın.
Mecusi, and women and
Ne kadar gıcık oldukları
pigs,
şey varsa bir
they
araya
will
getiriyor.
all cancel your salat.
Buhari'de,
They compare
Sahih Buhari'de,
women to donkeys and pigs.
Müslim'de, Sahih Müslim'de
They
bak, en
take it
muteber
as an accurate, as a reliable
İslami
hadith.
kaynaklarda bunlar.
These are in the most so-called, in the
Namazı bozan şeyler.
most
Kara
reliable Islamic
eşek,
sources.
domuz ve kadın. Sahih Müslim, Tirmizi, Ebu Davud en muteber hadis kitaplarında. Böyle olunca
Of course, when this is the case,
adamlar şok oluyor Avrupalılar.
Europe
insanlar.
gets shocked.
Makul bir
America
insan
is
da bunu
shocked.
duyduğunda,
And of course, a reasonable person would just be shocked to
bu
hear
nasıl bir
these
kadın
things.
muhalefet edilir?
I can't understand how
Nasıl kadınlara karşı
much they hate women,
sevgisizliktir?
how much they
Nasıl bir
can
muhabbetsizlik?
hate women so much, how
Yok
much they
kaşını
can be
almazsın.
so hostile.
Yok
They
şunu
say women
yapmazsın.
shouldn't pluck their
Yok
eyebrows,
başına peruk
they
takmazsın.
shouldn't wear a wig, they
Eline boya
shouldn't try to
yapmazsın.
look nice, they shouldn't put on makeup,
Yani
or
neredeyse sokağa çıkmayı bırak. Hayat hakkı vermeyecek dereceye getirmişler. Neredeyse.
they are taking it so far, it is almost as if they will want to kill women and
Bundan sonra da oturup
do
tatlı
it,
tatlı
get rid of it once and for
televizyon
all.
kanallarında
And then, although they
İslam'ı
believe in these things,
anlatan
they appear on
sohbetler
TV
yapıyorlar.
programs, they talk about
Sonra
Islam,
işte
and they
ne
talk about
konuştuğunun
brotherhood.
haberin yok
But
mu senin?
it's not his real thoughts,
Ağzından
because in
çıkarıp
truth
kulağın
he
duymuyor mu
believes
senin?
in these fake hadiths.
Müthiş bir sevgisizlik var.
They are completely
Yani kadınlara
loveless.
karşı muhalefeti şu an daha da iyi anlıyoruz bu üsluplarda.
Now I understand much
bu
better
durumda
why they are
adam
so
kadın
much
potansiyel
hostile
tehlike
towards
olarak görüyor.
women, because they see
Her an
women as a
namusuna
potential
zarar
threat,
getirecek,
as a
her an
potential
suç
threat to
işleyecek bir
his
varlık olarak
dignity,
görüyor.
as a
Sokağa
potential
çıkartma, yürüse arkadan yürüsün.
criminal. For
Hiçbir
example,
sözle
they say if she
itibar
goes
etme.
out, she should walk behind you. You
Ne
shouldn't
söylesen tersini
take her
yap.
words for anything. You
Nasıl
shouldn't
kafa
trust
ya?
her words. That's how they treat women. That's how they see women.
Haşa bir kardeşimiz
Master,
diyor ki bu şekilde
one viewer
ders
says
aldığımız
that-
hocalar hep anlatıyordu bize diyor bir bayan kardeşimiz.
One
Şayet
viewer
ben bir
says
insanın
that
başka bir insana secde etmesini emredecek olsaydım kadına kocasına secde etmesini emrederdim
Bak.
diye.
our teacher
Akla bak.
teaching religion told us that
O badem bıyıklılar da
wives
öyle
should
sağlam
prostrate
bağlamışlar
towards
ki
their
orayı.
before their husbands.
Kadınlar
Do you see
adeta
how
esir
radical
konumunda
they are?
garipleri.
The radicals have almost made women
Allah dedi
prisoners.
diye inanıp o adamları adeta köle haline
And
getiriyor.
most of the women actually believed in
Yok öyle
those
bir şey.
words, and they felt like slaves
öyle
to
bir şey.
men. It is not true. Religion doesn't
O
want that.
onların
Religion doesn't say that.
hazırladığı bir sistem.
It's just a conspiracy prepared by
Çünkü
those radical
kadınların
men.
onları
because
itici bulacağını
They
düşünüyorlar.
thought that the
Rahatsız
women
olacaklarını
wouldn't want to be around them,
Uzak
wouldn't
duracaklarını
like them, that
düşünüyorlar. Ne
women would
yapsalardı
stay away
onlarla
from them.
mesela
So they tried to
boşanma
find a
hakkı
way to
vermeyelim.
keep them close.
Sağlam alıyor.
For example, they didn't
Ya sen nasıl
want to
boşanma
allow
hakkı
them to
vermiyorsun? Ne demek
divorce.
bu ya?
How can
Sen
you not
kimsin?
allow them to divorce you? Who are
Yok
you
diyor,
to
ben
do
diyor,
that?
boşanmalık
They
sözü
say,
diyemezsin.
no,
Allah
you cannot go unless I divorce you,
Ömür
they
boyu
say.
bela olacaksın öyle mi kadının başına?
So you want to be a pest
Evet,
to
öyle
her
diyor.
for the rest of her life? He says yes.
Akıl almaz tedbirler almışlar. Bütün sistemi kendilerine göre ayarlamışlar.
They shape the
Kendileri
whole
çok uyanık
system
zannediyor.
for themselves, for their interests.
O zaman da tabii devletler de ona göre ayarlı.
And in the past, the governments
Baştakiler de ona
also
göre ayarlı. Doğru söylüyor hoca
followed
efendi ya
their
diyorlar.
requests,
Aksini de kimse savunamıyor.
and no one could
Bu vakte
object to
kadar
them.
gelmiş, bak, rahmetli Atatürk,
And
Allah
their
ondan
system
razı olsun.
survived until now, but late
Bunların
Atatürk, may
sistemine
God be
dur
pleased with
deyince
him, said
ortada
stop.
kaldılar. kadına güvenmeyen bir sistem içerisinde. Baksana aklı.
For example, this person, he doesn't trust the women. He thinks that he is superior to women.
Aklı da yarım diyor. O zaman koruma görevi onlara gelmiş oluyor.
And he says that they think that they are not intelligent, they are not faithful enough, and he thinks that because of that he has to protect her dignity, and that's why he has a say over her. And he says she is not reliable, so that's why I have to be in charge of her, they say. They say she needs a guardian, she needs someone to be in charge of her. They say the radicals are in charge of the women, otherwise the women could just go and do anything. Would it suit you if we did the exactly opposite? Okay, you could do those radical males, they could wear hijabs, they could sit at home, cook and do the laundry, then women could go out. Let the women roam the streets freely. If you think that the streets are outside is risky, okay, you could stay at home and the ladies should be out roaming freely. Okay, if you say that the radicals are the threat, then okay, let's put the risk at home so the ladies could be free outside. Okay, and if you don't want to get bored, you could just wear a hijab at home and then do the cooking, laundry and everything.
Güngör, anladın değil mi demek istediğimi?
So Güngör, I hope you understood.